Hello and welcome to this edition of It's Happening in Dublin. I'm Joe Fox. Well, oftentimes we like to bring you stories about Dublin City school students who are doing impressive things. And here's a story about the Dublin Business Academy. In this day and age, more and more young professionals are trying their hand at entrepreneurship. And with that in mind, the Dublin City School District is developing the Dublin Business Academy, a program that will help students learn the ins and outs of business today.
The Dublin Business Academy is a new program for the 2012-2013 school year, and this new program is going to provide students with an opportunity to actually start, maintain, and run a real-world business.
The business that students will run as part of the academy will specialize in printing t-shirts for schools within the district, as well as local businesses and organizations. Next year, the group will be comprised of students from all 3 high schools, but this school year, students who work in the school store at Jerome are already producing these shirts and beginning their studies on how to run a business.
We have a screen printing machine that we have purchased through our school store, and in the past couple of years we've been operating it, kind of throughout the school store with school store students that have enrolled in the class, helping run the screen printing machine. We've been making t-shirts for different groups in the district. And it just kind of started to get where it actually kind of took off and kind of started to become, a pretty big deal and a pretty big moneymaker for the school.
Well, I think in the curriculum next year that Mr. Richardson has planned, we're going to be doing more of the advertising and the producing. Right now, it's just kind of in the basic stages where we're just printing the shirts and doing some design work. But next year, we're really going to ramp it up and be involved with the total package of doing everything.
The students that are a part of the Business Academy are going to be involved in everything from the accounting, the invoicing, creating the orders, keeping the books for the business. They'll be a part of the marketing, sales, social media marketing, developing websites that will allow people to place orders online for the business, as well as other logistics and operational parts of a business. And getting that experience firsthand, I think, is just such a valuable learning tool for kids that think they might want to own their own business or, possibly be a business major or pursue business as a career.
All of the profits from the Dublin Business Academy will go directly back into the Dublin City School District and will help to pay for in-school equipment and technology, and will also be used to fund district grants. For now, the students involved are grateful to the district for creating this program, and in turn helping them to learn skills they will use in the future.
I was just really looking for something to set me apart in the college process. I have good grades and everything, but I thought that doing the Dublin Business Academy would really set me apart from the competition in getting into school and maybe with scholarships and other opportunities.
I think this is important that we partake in classes like this to allow students to gain real-world experiences. We talk a lot about learning 21st century skills in our classrooms, and what better way to actually learn them than to allow students to really run a business.
And now here's the latest edition of Dublin, Ohio Places to Go. Bad Frog Frozen Yogurt is the newest business to open its doors within the city of Dublin. But don't let the name fool you, because everything in this tasty shop is good, good, good.
Bad Frog Frozen Yogurt is an all-organic, all-cream, no powders, no mixes, frozen yogurt shop. Our flavors rotate anywhere from 14 to 17 days, but we always carry standards like no sugar addeds, chocolates, vanillas, and non-dairies like sorbets, and tarts like blueberry acai.
On any given day, the Bad Frog serves its customers a variety of flavors, but whether you are enjoying cake batter, chocolate, or any of its other signature tastes, keep in mind that what you are eating is a healthy and delicious alternative to ice cream.
Well, the fact of it is all organic, so you're never going to get a lot of the additives that a non-organic yogurt would have. We also use all cream, therefore we use no powders, no milks, no mixes. It's all cream. And all of the cows that produce our dairy, we don't use any kind of growth hormone or milk-inducing hormone to obviously speed up the production of the cows.
In addition to the yogurt itself, the Bad Frog offers guests a wide variety of toppings including fruits, candy, and pretty much anything else you would want to add.
Our topping bar is 55 strong. All the fruits and nuts are organic, and all the candies are brand name. We use brands like Hershey's, Reese's, Cadbury, as well as Godiva chocolates for all of our toppings. You know, things like mini Reese's Pieces, raspberry truffles, chocolate truffles, peanut butter cups, fresh strawberries. All of our produce is locally grown and brought in by a local company.
Bad Frog Frozen Yogurt is located in historic Dublin within the district's new Bry High Square. The shop opens daily at 11, and all who work there hope that residents will stop in sometime soon and grab a dish of delicious yogurt.
Well, the fact of the matter is we're in a healthier age now. As people pay more attention to their waistlines, their heart health, kidney health, and their digestive health. The probiotics in our yogurt are key to things like eye health, brain activity, digestive health, and heart function. And the fact of the matter is it tastes like ice cream. So you're getting a dessert that's good for you, as well as, well, it tastes good.
For more information on Bad Frog, log on to badfrogfrozennYogurt.com. Now we'd like to revisit a story that we covered several months ago called Suits for Soldiers. Take a look. In summer of last year, It's Happening in Dublin highlighted a program called Suits for Soldiers. Developed by Hunter & Lord's American Luxury Custom Clothers and overseen by Dublin resident Jim Reeser, for the past few years the program has been rewarding returning soldiers for their service by providing them with custom suits.
Suits for Soldiers is a campaign that we came up with 2 years ago. We started in just the state of Ohio. We expanded last year to Ohio and Washington, D.C. to help our returning service personnel get reintegrated back into the workforce. It's well documented that unemployment among that group is about 3% higher than the general unemployment rate. So we at Hunter & Lord's, being an American-based company, we're trying to figure out what we can do, and we came up with this Suits for Soldiers to help these returning vets take the next step in their lives in the civilian world, i.e. landing a job.
Sean Clifton is one of the soldiers who received a suit as part of the Suits for Soldiers program. A Dublin resident, Sean has served for more than 18 years in the United States Army.
I've been in the Army for over 18 years now. Of those 18 years, a little over half have been with U.S. Army Special Forces, and I'm also a soldier in the Ohio Army National Guard. Within that career, I've had 3 combat tours, a couple trips to Afghanistan, and a trip to Iraq also.
In May of 2009, while serving in Afghanistan, Sean nearly lost his life after being shot multiple times while clearing the doorway of a Taliban compound. Sean survived and after months of recovery returned to Dublin. Upon hearing about the Suits for Soldiers program, Sean's wife submitted his story for consideration, and last summer he was selected as a winner.
My wife found out about it, I believe through either a Wounded Warrior mailing group, email distro, some type of family support group notification. And I believe she filled out a questionnaire or an online request form and just kind of shot it out there without my knowing that she had done that. And then we received a phone call stating that we had been chosen to win a $1,000 suit. So obviously we were pretty happy about the news.
Recently, Sean was in the process of interviewing for a job in the area, and just before his final interview, he received his suit from Hunter & Lord's.
It definitely resulted in success just within the last couple months, actually. I had been networking for a position within the criminal justice field, went through a couple different interview boards, and luckily prior to the final interview board, I received the suit from Jim Reeser, Hunter & Lord's, and let him know that, hey, the final interview's coming up, I'll be wearing the new suit, and wish me luck. And after the interview took place, a few weeks later, got a call back saying that, hey, congratulations, you've been selected for the position.
This summer, Hunter & Lord's will continue its Suits for Soldiers program and help to ensure that those who serve this country have every advantage during their career transition.
Just helping these guys when they come back and they need the help has been a wonderful experience for us and this company. The broader message here is to all companies to think of ways that you can also help these returning service personnel. Large, small, whatever, it all helps. They would appreciate the help. They don't ask for it, but they'd appreciate it. And I think it's our responsibility as Americans to feel like we need to do this.
It's wonderful. It's absolutely critical, especially now. You know, we're drawing down overseas. Lots of troops are coming back home. To have a local company that's kind of setting the standard for not only just supporting the troops, but supporting them in an effort to help them with their career transition is just it's outstanding.
Each and every day, people in the city of Dublin are trying to do their best to stay in shape. And now here's a story about Dublin resident Lisa Schneider, who is doing just that. Ask any Dublin resident and they will tell you that the city of Dublin is home to some of the fittest people in the world. Lisa Schneider is one such resident. Lisa, who grew up in Dublin, has always enjoyed working out, but this summer she will put her strength to the test when she participates in the half Ironman competition.
The half Ironman is a 1.2 mile swim, 56 mile bike, and a 13.1 mile run. It's a triathlon. It's part of the half Ironman division. I've never done one before. It'll be my first one. It's in Sonoma, California, and they've got them all over every state, but I picked Sonoma.
Currently, Lisa is doing the majority of her training for the event at the Dublin Community Recreation Center. Every morning around 5:30 a.m., she can be found in the facility running, swimming, riding a bike, honing all the skills she will need during the Ironman.
I'm here every morning, 5:30 to 6 a.m. I'm either biking or running, and then I also use the pool. I'm here every day using the fitness stuff. It's really nice. It's close to home. It's easy access. Everyone that works here is nice, and it's nice to have in Dublin.
In the months to come, Lisa Schneider will continue to train at the Recreation Center each and every day to get ready for what might be the hardest competition she has ever participated in. For now, she has a great attitude and work ethic and looks forward to the event. But this being her first Ironman competition, she isn't getting too carried away when it comes to goal setting.
Since it's my first one, I don't want to get a big crazy goal, so I really just want to finish it, but I'd like to make it in 7 hours, 7.5 hours.
And now here's City of Dublin Public Information Officer Meg Canavan with some information about Safe Ride.
Hi, I'm Megan Canavan, Public Information Officer with the City of Dublin. I'm here today with Lieutenant John D. Jarnett with the Dublin Division of Police, and we're going to be talking about Central Ohio Safe Ride. Lieutenant, can you tell me a little bit about our partnership with Central Ohio Safe Ride?
Sure, it was something we definitely wanted to partner with because it's in alignment with our goals of public safety. And basically what the program does is it promotes responsible serving by establishments, restaurants, and bars. And then it also provides an opportunity to get those home safe that may have had too much to drink.
And what tips can you provide motorists to St. Patrick's Day?
Well, really the tips we would give is ones for any time of the year. Be a defensive driver, watch out for others. And you know, there may be more impaired drivers on the road, so you just want to keep an eye out. The other thing I would say is plan ahead. You know, if you're going to be out drinking, make sure you have a friend that's going to take you home or plan for that cab ride. And then finally, if you do find yourself and you had too much to drink, you know, make sure you see your bartender to, you know, make a way to get home safely.
Great, and I recommend checking out our website too, where we have all of the participating establishments of our Central Ohio Safe Ride program. We want to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day, and please take a safe ride home this season. Thank you.
The City of Dublin has always been known for its green practices, and this year they're taking those just a little bit further by adding some CNG vehicles to the city's fleet. Dublin has done many things throughout the years to make the city greener for its residents and staff. In keeping with that practice, the city recently converted 44 of its vehicles to be powered by compressed natural gas, a technology that will benefit Dublin as a whole as well as the environment.
Compressed natural gas is a renewable resource that we have readily available here in Central Ohio and several different states across the United States. Currently, we have 44 vehicles that are converted compressed natural gas. As soon as our compressed natural gas filling station is up and running, we'll be able to utilize those vehicles in various aspects of daily city services.
The vehicles that have been converted so far range from four-door sedans to trucks and will be utilized by most of the city's departments in a variety of ways.
Some of the vehicles that have been converted are Ford F-150 and 250 pickup trucks that will be used in our parks and open spaces throughout the city. We have a couple of vehicles that are Ford Fusions that will be used by various staff members throughout the city for just in general running their daily routines.
Converting these vehicles to run on compressed natural gas will benefit the city in two ways. The first being that this type of fuel is cheaper than the gasoline typically used in standard automobiles, and the second is that compressed natural gas is better for the environment, a fact that many in the city are excited about.
The compressed natural gas, with it being a renewable resource, we're able to reduce our carbon footprint just generally because of the lower emissions output that the natural gas has. It's the same gas that you heat your home with in the wintertime.
I think it's initially the cost savings that they're going to see over the next coming probably 10, 20 years. It's definitely the future for Ohio. Ohio's, in my opinion, got great resources for natural gas. Carbon footprint's going to be a lot less. And Dublin has always been on the cutting edge of technology.
In the months to come, the city will build its own CNG filling station that will allow its fleet as well as residents who are utilizing this technology to fill up. But for now, those in the city are proud to be doing their part to help the environment and save a little money while doing so. And now, back by popular demand, is the first storyteller segment of the 2012 season. The Dublin Foundation is an organization within the city of Dublin with a simple mission: to support the community and its nonprofit organizations by raising, investing, and dispersing funds for the betterment of the community. Established in 1982, this collection of like-minded individuals has been helping to improve the way of life in Dublin for 30 years now, by working tirelessly and selflessly, all in the name of good.
The original genesis of the Dublin Foundation was collectively a way to pull all of the requests for funding that we had received from a number of different businesses in the community to one source, so that instead of going to the Wendy's and the Ashland Chemicals and the schools and different places and saying, would you support my enterprise or my idea, we formed a foundation, which back then was the Dublin Fund, in which all of those queries for dollars could come to one source.
The idea behind the Dublin Foundation was, if you love living in Dublin, then you would want to be able to give some money to Dublin so that they can continue all the good things that go on in Dublin. The City of Dublin has been very, very good to all of us, and it's a way to pay back or pay forward, however you want to look at that. And it will enable you to offer them a gift.
Throughout the years, the Dublin Foundation has doled out grant money to a wide variety of groups and organizations within the city to the tune of $350,000.
One of the really exciting things that the foundation was able to do early on was support the schools, and specifically the school libraries. At that time, we were building an elementary school a year. And with that kind of growth, you would have certainly needs from the school board. They were very appreciative of our efforts and able to fund dollars that would provide books and resources for their library and for the children.
Well, the Dublin Foundation gave grants to the Miracle League, and it was the only field of its kind in Ohio, certainly in Central Ohio. And I've talked to people from all over Central Ohio who had children who went there, played baseball there, and really got to enjoy the entire area. The other group we gave money to was one of the art teachers at Wyandotte, I will never forget, came to us and wanted some money to put murals in one of the underpasses under Brand Road, and we gave her the seed money to begin that, and it's still there today. The Dublin Foundation has given some money to a lot of varied groups of people, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful group with which to be associated.
For the past 30 years, the Foundation's top fundraising event has been the Emerald Celebration, a night of food, drinks, friends, family, and fun designed to both collect money for charity as well as bring the entire community together.
Actually, the first Emerald event was held back in the early 1980s, and all the proceeds of that dinner event were given to the Dublin Fund. The event was really so popular that it became an annual event, but I think it's an event where everybody has just a wonderful time, and also knowing that they're giving back to the Dublin community.
It is because of groups like the Dublin Foundation that the City of Dublin is the flourishing community that it is today. In the years to come, the group will continue its important work and help to ensure that life is just a little bit better for countless area families, groups, and organizations. And now here's a look at a fun class held at the Dublin Community Recreation Center that parents can enjoy with their kids. Every Monday night, the Dublin Community Recreation Center is the site for a special class where parents and their children come together in order to learn the art of Taekwondo.
So Taekwondo is a Korean martial art. It's about 2,000 years old. Our style of Taekwondo is Ji-Do-Kwan, which is one of the oldest forms, more the ancient military form. So Taekwondo, a lot of it is about teaching respect, building confidence, developing good listening skills, developing leadership. And if we pick up some self-defense skills along the way, that's a bonus. So really what I emphasize for the kids is the respect, listening, confidence, leadership. And we get exercise because we're working a lot of the big muscles of the legs.
During the class, which lasts for just over an hour, students practice a variety of kicks, punches, and other moves. Students range in age from elementary school age children all the way up to adults.
It's pretty much for anyone above 5 and older participating with their parents or older siblings. Teaches the basics of Taekwondo all the way up through black belt. We took the class primarily because of that. With our hectic lifestyles and stuff, it makes it easier to be able to interact with our own kids. So this way I'm not off doing Taekwondo somewhere for 2 hours at a time, and I can have the boys there. They can learn the same, the disciplines and the skills. Gives us the opportunity to practice together. So it's actually, I think it's more enjoyable.
My daughter was doing it before I was, and so, watching her do it, and just from that and watching her take her tests and stuff made me decide I'd try it. It's fun. It's it's challenging. The kids make it look a lot easier than it is.
Well, we learned about Taekwondo, which is like the art of kicking and punching. So we learned different punches and different kicks, and we learned discipline.
It's really fun because everyone's really nice to you and help you out a lot, so you're not all alone.
It's great fun for the parents and the kids. There are several students where the kids will have started Taekwondo, and then after they've obtained an additional belt or two, then the parents say, hey, that's pretty cool, and they join. So it's kind of fun to see that the child, who might be 8 years old, outranks the parent in class. It's a lot of fun. The kids have fun together. It's a great dynamic for the kids themselves. I've spent a lot of quality time with my daughter that I wouldn't otherwise.
The Dublin Community Recreation Center has a wide variety of classes for members of the whole family, including family Taekwondo. So if you are interested in signing up, head on over to the rec and get in on the action.
Well, about 15 years ago, I started taking Taekwondo at another studio, and it was 10, 15 miles away. By the time you go down there and come back, you've wasted half the night. But with having the community rec center here, the ability to get here 5 or 10 minutes away, you have the class for an hour and a half and you're back home. You've only lost 2 hours of your evening, and just makes it really convenient.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of It's Happening in Dublin. As always, we appreciate you watching, and remember you can go to our website at dublinohiousa.gov to view this episode of It's Happening in Dublin, as well as all other DTV content. And also remember, for the latest news and information on the City of Dublin, please go to our website and click on eNews Dublin. We'll see you next time.